When your long-term partner tries to touch you in a sexual way, do you sometimes get a shock or feel an aversion towards their touch? I'm sex therapist Laura Miano, and let me explain why this might be happening. If you have experienced a sexual trauma in your past or had sexual experiences where your boundaries and your needs have really not been met, this can essentially lead us to develop a protective response around sex. When people experience a challenging or a traumatic experience, their mind remembers all of the sensory cues that surrounded the context. Sometimes when you experience a context that ever so slightly mimics the context of a challenging experience, it can activate your alarm bells. And there's a really good reason why we have this function. It helps us to avoid danger in the future. For example, if you were to be walking in a rainforest and it's a certain time of day and a certain type of temperature, and you get bitten by a spider, your mind will remember all of the sensory cues of that experience. Fast forward 2 years later, you might be in a rainforest again, and it's a similar time of day and a similar temperature. You might find that your mind automatically activates your stress response because it's anticipating another danger coming. So what your mind is doing here is it's remembering the context that surrounded a challenging or stressful or traumatic experience. And that's why you might jump or get a shock when your long-term partner touches you in a sexual way. Even though you trust them and you know that they would never do something to hurt you, your mind is remembering a context that was once challenging. So I know it can be really confusing if this happens, but it is your mind trying to protect you. So how I like to work with something like this with my clients